guys, I wanted to make a video today about my journey that I've had for going to try to get dentures. I've actually went several places to try to get this approved through my insurance. So the first place I went to was just a general dentist because I thought I was just going to be able to go and get my teeth fixed in the beginning. To find out that I was going to need possibly a partial, and they was going to try to put caps and fillings and root canals and all kinds of work into my teeth to try to keep them. That was because originally I wanted to try to keep my teeth just because I didn't know how bad they truly was. So after I went to the general dentist, they was going to refer me to an oral surgeon to remove only 6 of my top teeth and get a partial. And they was wanting to keep these and try to fix the rest of them or do whatever they was doing. I didn't like that idea. I didn't want a partial on my top. I didn't want all my ugly teeth and trying to fix them and make them match and all that fun stuff. So I immediately I didn't do the oral surgeon. I didn't do any other stuff about that. I kind of just put it off because I was doing a lot of research online, trying to figure out where to go, what to do next, how to get my teeth actually taken out without having to do all kinds of work on them, because all of my teeth more or less need work to them. Sorry about that. So what I ended up doing was I called several different places trying to figure out where my insurance covered. So I have Medicaid, and my insurance goes through DentaQuest for the dental part of it. I actually had several issues before trying to actually get into the dentist after my first visit with the general dentist. I went to the hospital on January 29th due to several different symptoms I was having. I was having racing heart and hot ears and just wasn't feeling good and didn't really know what was going on with me. I thought there was something severely wrong with me. That first visit, I actually thought I was having a stroke because my left side of my body has more or less quit working on me in a way. I was having a slurred speech, like I was almost drunk and I couldn't talk. I was just talking severely weird. I got rushed to the hospital. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. What they did to me is they said that I was so low in potassium. They gave me potassium pills, and they did a CAT scan on me, which came back fine. They did fluids, and they also took blood work, and blood work came fine. The fluids was just through IV that they gave me because I was so dehydrated. I was white. So, sorry, I'm really thirsty. Enjoying this friggin' pop while I can still get it right. So anyway, sorry about that. January 30th, I was still having different symptoms: headache, racing heart, cramps, general pain all together. It ended up lasting still the entire week. And February 9th, I went to a hospital visit again, to a different hospital for more or less the same thing, except for it was a little worse this time. My burning in my ears was constant, and I was having hot and cold flashes. I couldn't keep my temperature where it needed to be. I always felt like I was burning up. I had my heart monitored. I had another CAT scan done, which came back fine. Blood work was fine, and fluids again, but they only did half a bag this time. They more or less sent me on my way and said everything looked fine as far as them. They said I was a healthy person. They had nothing to worry about. Well, February 12th, I ended up starting vitamins from my actual family doctor. I also started on my own a potassium pill that I just bought over the counter. I also started extra strength Tylenol because I started having some weird back pains that I couldn't put to point why. I didn't know if I slept wrong or if it was something more serious. So after taking Tylenol and that stuff, I still felt sick, pains, headache, dizziness, nausea. Here every once in a while I'd have vomiting, and I just wasn't feeling right. I still was having hot sweats, and my ears were burning, and I just had constant migraines. I couldn't do much. I kept having to just sleep and sleep, trying to get as much sleep as I could. It felt like nothing was helping me. So after I did that, February 17th, I told my doctor I needed to get into the hospital to get an x-ray done. So that's actually what I done. I went and had a neck and back x-ray at the hospital, and they told me a few days later that the x-ray came back that I have mild scoliosis. And for the mild scoliosis, they told me that they wasn't too worried about it, that they, suggested a chiropractor and kind of just sent me on my way from that for my family doctor. I was a little disappointed knowing that I have scoliosis, that they wasn't really concerned about it, even though they told me my curvature was like off to the left and kind of just like curves its own way and does its own thing. And then I also have straightening of my neck when they did my neck x-ray, which is not supposed to be like that. So after finding those out, I was really disappointed that my back was so messed up. And I honestly feel like it was something more of, like they could send me to physical therapy or do something to help other than just, more or less, oh, well, you can go to chiropractor if you want to. Because my back is constantly hurting and I don't get no relief from it, even taking extra strength Tylenol all day. So other than that, I ended up going to the doctor again because I was still having all these symptoms I explained already. The February 23rd, they sent me Zoloft to a prescription, and they said that I could possibly be having anxiety issues. Over the weekend, they prescribed those medications I took for 2 days, and my entire body went numb. So I stopped taking those medications, and Monday I called in and told them that I would not take those anymore and that I did not want to feel that way. They told me I could start another medication, but I denied it because I didn't want to have something like that happen again. I'm very against like medication, really, other than like, ibuprofen, Tylenol, like small medication type. It doesn't seem like that affects me, but like high doses of medication, it does really do affect me. So, back on the topic with my dental. Let's see, hold on. So, March 2024, on the 5th, I went to a 24/7 dental in Columbus. I honestly didn't like the actual doctor himself. I couldn't understand him, but not only, he told me that I was going to only be able to get my back teeth extracted and then had to wait 6 weeks for healing, and then my front teeth, and then wait 6 weeks, and then he would do my dentures after a 6-week wait for all my teeth to heal altogether. And he told me I would end up leaving with a horse mouth, and I probably wouldn't be happy with it. So the 24/7 dental, let's just say that's a no-go. Even though I told them I wasn't doing that, they still tried sending my insurance a coverage form, which I didn't approve. After that issue, the 14th of March, Affordable Dentures in Jeffersonville. It was nice at the beginning. I really liked the customer service. The people that was in there seemed really polite. But the issue was that the insurance only approved my full upper, and they was trying to get me to keep some of my bottom teeth so that way that they could fix them instead of just giving me a full denture, because they said people that get dentures have issues with them, which I understand. But my issue is that I didn't want a partial. My insurance did not cover a partial, and I explained I did not have the money for it. So I was told that they wouldn't do a partial for me just because the fact that she said she was wanting to keep those teeth and work on them for me. So I more or less didn't have a choice but to obviously try to find somewhere else to go, which I was disappointed in, because this was already an hour out of where I live. And then I had to find somewhere else. So not only do I have to go farther that I did not want to do, so I had to do more research. I had to call my insurance. I had to do several things just to try to figure out where my insurance would actually cover and where I could go. But I found another Affordable Dentures after this. Let's see. Sorry about that. On the 20th, I went to an Affordable Denture in Franklin, Indiana, which is supposed to be the best Affordable Dentures. And they actually did my consult and x-ray. Every place I went, I had to do a consult and x-ray. So, like 4 or 5 different x-rays and consults just to tell me stuff and my insurance to deny it. So that was a little depressing. But this appointment on the 20th of March, I was approved for full dentures